Aloha, all you going to Hawaii gangsters, or maybe watching around the world. How are you all doing today? Let me try something here. There you go. That must be better. Love it, love it, love it. We are in Waikiki on the Hawaiian island of Oahu. What a beautiful day it is today. We are going to Hawaii. We are a Facebook and Instagram and YouTube Hawaii travel page. We do travel guides, helpful tips, giveaways, lots of cool things, and most of all, the most important thing, the most valuable thing are the gangsters, the Going to Hawaii gangsters. You guys who come on here every single stream and share your knowledge and love for the Hawaiian Islands. And if you're coming to Hawaii, this is probably one of the top 1,000 places to come to get great insight from people who live here, who don't live here, who've been here once, twice, 100 times, or live here. It's a great community. And it's free. Free for you to share and enjoy. Check it out. How beautiful is that water today? Aloha Wade and Kristen. It is piping toasty hot today. How many of you know this location we're at right now? Look at that water. Diamondhead. Oh look, some triggers. Look back at Waikiki Beach. Hopefully y'all are having a wonderful day today. Well, I was reading some of your comments on what you're doing. Man, you guys, I don't know how you have time to watch a live stream. You guys are out building a horse trailer, picking corn, freezing in some places, driving to the airport to go to Hawaii on others. Who was that? I don't remember who said that. Doing laundry and various other things. Look at that water today. How about that? It's beautiful, beautiful. Aloha Patricia, Mary Kay, how are you? Yeah, like and share the stream if you like it. You can always unlike it and unshare it if it gets too out of hand for if you're not digging it. I have no plans for today. So we can go anywhere within reason. You can see all the way over there to the airport. Airport way over there. That's the Kaka'ako waterfront where we were yesterday, the farmer's market. Yeah, if you look really, 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 really close, you can see that tower, that red and white radio tower or reception tower over there by 53 by the sea. That's where we were at yesterday. Look at these beautiful waves. Aloha Sandy and Ann without an E and Kristen and Sharon and Diane. Diane the editor, not to be confused with Dale the auditor. Aloha Cat Roy, Kelly. Hey, you guys are you're almost here, Kelly, right? A few days. This wave or water level is like pretty much a sweet spot. I mean, it's not too high, not too low, but when it gets lower like this, the wave break is really nice right here. Oh, got a little mist right there. Hopefully it's not on the lens. Hopefully the audio and video is good for you guys. We'll stay here for another minute or so, let a few more of you guys come on, and then we'll just kick this sucker off. All the nice catamarans out there at Turtle Canyon. There's some retail boats out there, consumer boats. There's the Nahoku catamaran doing their morning sail. I think they do a snorkel. I think they do a snorkel over there. You know what? Now that I just said that and pointed over there, I know they don't do the snorkel over there. But Nahoku goes out there mid-morning. I'm not sure what they call, why they go out there, what they call it. The You probably can't see it right out there, but you could, the submarine was right over there. I thought the guy was talking to me. Aloha Kelly. Linda, hey, how are you? Linda, hey, I took pictures of Goofy today. And I was going to post it before I went live, but I didn't. I met Wendy down here. We had a coffee and went to, we actually did go into Goofy's, but we didn't have anything at Goofy. And I was told today it's Goofy, not Goofies. I keep calling it Goofies. Can you guys see this black smudge? Kind of, it looks like a smudge, like a black, those are fish over there. So those people who don't know it, they're like just bait fish. They're nothing dangerous or anything. But it's a black streak right there and a black streak right there. Those are, you'll see them move around like that because they're in a really tight ball. I mean, look down here at the water. Look how clear that looks, huh? Aloha, J-Dog. How are you? Diane? Kelly, where are you guys coming from again? I should know that, but I don't. I'll be honest about it. If you like the ocean smell, this area right here, because you're getting the waves crashing and right underneath you, and so it just works up that smell. It's just, oh my goodness, it's just such a great smell. And you can see the layers, the sapphire, and I didn't know what that next color is. The next one's like turquoise, and then down into here. Just that water's beautiful today. Yeah, that got quashed, John. No shark cage diving. That was roundly dismissed yesterday. Aloha, Shane. How are you? And Linda? Arizona, that's right. I should have remembered that. How come I didn't remember that? Where are you all watching from? Let's get a roll call, a geographic roll call. That kid, I watched this kid out of the corner over my eye over here. He's following them in the snow, that ball of bait fish going along like that. And the lady was on that paddleboard. She got a little freaked out about it. They're little fish. They're like this. They're dark, and they make a big ball for protection. I'm assuming there's two big balls of them right there. They get in through these little holes like over here and over in here, and it's kind of safe for them over in here. Nebraska, Arizona, Germany, Angela, Berlin, South Australia for Shane. Beautiful, beautiful day today. And it, just yesterday we were remarking at how crowded it was, but then it's not at all really. I mean, I don't know where we were when we said that, but it's not crowded really at all. It's pretty wide open. So it's a good time to come here. I mean, the walking down Kalakaua, the restaurants weren't that full this morning, which is good for the visitors, not great for the businesses, but it's a tricky mistress. I think they don't judge their success based on one day. It's an accumulation of seasons and days and weeks and months. But today was just not that busy. There's the animal prison. They hide its identity with the facade called Honolulu Zoo. It's windy today, but I have the good mics on, so hopefully the wind is not too bad. Let me know if it's too bad or if it's ideal. Aussie Nightmare, how are you? Mr. In Between, Lance. It's almost single-digit days for you, my brother. Almost single-digit days. You won't be able to handle yourself 3 days out. You don't know how often I hear that Aussie nightmare. How wonderful it is to wake up to Tony. South Dakota. I will tell you this, I've noticed a lot of my brethren, a lot of Aussies and Kiwis here. I don't know if it's the season for you guys to travel over here or what. Here you go. Church on the Beach. Oh, I don't think that is Church on the Beach. There's actually one called Church on the Beach, DA, Church on the Beach. This may be worldwide or international outreach or something, but there's a church here. There's a church that goes on over here and one over there across the street. I believe they're all across. I think that one still goes on across the street. If not, there's 3 along here. There's also one over there by Hilton Hawaiian Village. Pretty good size one. That one has, it seems to me the one in Hilton Hawaiian Village has more tourists, more visitors, just because the location is right there at Hilton Hawaiian Village. So I think people that are looking for a church service, it's just right out there in front of a huge resort. This is very locals, but everybody's welcome here. I've actually went up and I've asked them about coming, and they said, oh yeah, everybody's welcome. Very inviting, very engaging. Kiwi Queen, how are you? Oh, it's your winter? Yeah, so that's why people are coming over. Is that why you're coming over, Lance? Because you guys get winter break or winter vacations, I guess? Yeah, there were a lot of, I mean, there was like and I don't think, well, maybe it was, maybe they were there, but it was right there in front of Cheesecake Factory, along that little line there. I just noticed like several clusters of people. And of course, I recognize my near native tongue quite quickly, you know, Kiwiness and Aussiness. And then there were people sitting at the tables out there outside of Cheesecake Factory that I recognized.
That was all time, man. It really was.
Yeah. Waikiki Baptist. Huh. Is it a church out here on the beach, Cat Roy? Yeah, it was busy. They're like, oh, crikey, mate, give me some pancakes, right? You know, that kind of thing. And I don't know if you guys saw, but I miswrote in a comment or a post about the baby seal down there at Kaimana Beach being fat because of all the sardines out there. But I was corrected that it was not sardines because they don't eat. That was all mama's milk. So that big old fat broad baby of a seal got that fat. It was about the size of a loaf of bread the first couple of days, and then man, it was never that small again. That sucker is, she's got her beautiful beach body going, man. So let's see if we can see. Can you guys see those fish right there? Let me hold it really still. Bunch of needlefish, bunch of these bigger fish right here. I don't know, Mary Kay, what denomination it is. I would think it is. But I don't know that, so don't take me. I've got some. There you go. There you go. Now watch it. There, check that out. Can you see those fish? Isn't that beautiful? This is why I'm saying when you come over here, if you have kids or just yourself, if you want to snorkel, this is a wonderful place to snorkel because it's very shallow. If you're not very good at swimming, but you want to enjoy some snorkeling with some fish, you'll see these fish. They're here every single day, all day. And look at, you see the blue tipped ones, the ones with yellow tips. Here you go, baby. There you go. They love those worms, don't they? Of course I missed you guys. Oh man, look at this. Look how beautiful this one is. It's the Hawaiian fish. He's afraid of nobody because he has big old buck teeth. He'll bite the heck out of you. But you can come here and snorkel because and do it quite safely because it's very shallow. I mean, it's like waist deep maybe right here for you. Do you see the beautiful colors of those fish? And they stay here all day. Oh, there's a couple of those hornfish right there. Are you guys able to see the fish? Wow, look at the blue, ones with the neon blue are just amazing. Here's the look at that. Isn't she beautiful? That's probably difficult to see, but you can see all the needlefish. There's those hornfish that look so cool, man. Let's get out here a little bit. You guys see the fish good? So you can snorkel. I mean, you can snorkel out as far as you want, but it's safe to just come up here on the beach. You can just snorkel all the way out here. There's good, bigger sized fish here. And ironically, there's certain fish on this side and certain fish on this side. There's needlefish on both sides, but on this side, they have the, man, there's a big old needlefish right there. Wow, that's one of the biggest ones I've seen. It's right there on the surface. You can see the waves are not, very problematic. I mean, literally, you could stand right here. Man, those are big fish out there. These are bigger than those, but look how they follow the waves back and forth. They do that all day long. They'll catch a wave and ride it in. I think they're going to catch up some. Look at that little kid living the dream. They do that to catch their breakfast and lunch and dinner. They're enjoying themselves. This water is really easy to navigate. I think Amelia was going to try and come over here and snorkel a little bit. Here's a look back. Beautiful Diamondhead, the natatorium, Kaimana Beach. Oh yeah, there's I don't know if it's a rival thing like East Coast West Coast Bloods and Crips, but it's a pretty clear delineation that certain fish are on this side and certain fish are on that side. But those needlefish, because I think they're, I want to believe it's because no one wants to eat them because they're just so bony. You know, they're skinny. They're about that big around, about a foot long, full of bones, ugly, and no one wants to mess with them. This is where, see all the people in the red shirts? They're a part of this surf school that's ran out of that white van over there. This is one of several places to get. This is where I would come to get surf lessons, just because when the lady is here and available, she does the drone footage out here and she chases the drone and shows you. But there's other people that'll have like little GoPros on the front of their surfboards, and then the surf instructors have them on their heads. So you get a lot of really good footage to remember your activity. How's that looking for you guys? This is Queens Beach and Kuhio Beach right over through here. And that's Kapiolani. That's Barefoot Beach Cafe right there. That's a great place to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's Waikiki right there, just so you know. That's Waikiki Beach Walk. I'm sorry, Waikiki Wall right there. Or Surfer's Wall. It has a bunch of different names. But this is Kuhio Beach right there. Queens Beach, Queen Kapiolani Park, Barefoot Beach Cafe. That's the Waikiki Aquarium. That's the Animal Prison, Honolulu Zoo. That should give you enough landmarks to go off of. They're fighting the current. That's cool. Zoom in on what? What do you want to see? The fish? I'll hold it still right there, because they'll come into frame. There's a ongoing world debate about how big these fish are. They're 5 pounds and over, I promise you that. And there's some guys, oh, they're like 2 pounds. They're not, man, those suckers aren't 2 pounds. I know they're bigger because they're magnified by about 15% through the water. There's another homo right there, see it? Right there. They're such a beautiful, beautiful fish. And they're not messed with, almost like the puffer fish aren't messed with, because those puffer fish are mean as heck. Even though they're little. Okay, here's the sun. The sun came out right as I'm leaving, so now you can see them a little better. But this area here is loaded with fish. This is like Hanama Bay, but you don't have to drive down. Man, I thought there was a turtle right there. So you'll see as many variety of fish here as you'll see in Hanama Bay, my estimation. Needlefish, there's probably 8 different varieties of fish that we're seeing right here. Yasmin, yeah, this is Barefoot Beach Cafe right there. And I owe Linda Hay a underwater shot, or at least a walking in the water shot of these fish. I promised to her.
I've already heard it. Sorry.
It's all right. It's a little bit of both. Like this up right in here is rock, but the line going that way, that was coral in there. But it's a mix of. But you should wear reef shoes or barefoot if you're. Oh man, look at that one right there. Look at those right there, up Those are up close, man. Or shallow water right there. I'm not trying to disparage Hanauma Bay either, but man, that's a haul to go down there, and it's very, very busy, and it would be good to not give that place any more pressure. But look at you could come in here, walk right off the beach, walk right into here, snorkel for 30 minutes, and man, that's all you're going to snorkel when you go to Hanauma Bay anyway. And guess what? It's free. Then you go over there, have you one of their ahi sandwiches, one of the best sandwiches on the planet. And you're still back in the heart of Waikiki within 5 minutes. Waikiki is right there. All right. Where do you guys want to go? You want to go that way? Across Waikiki, Hilton Hawaiian Village, or do you want to go that way towards Kaimana Beach, beach parks? Walk past the natatorium. Which way do you guys want to go? You want to go type 1 to go right, 2 to go left. And I'll wait. 1 to go that way, walk through Waikiki, or that way we'll go by Kaimana Beach, Natatorium. Those two beautiful beachfront parks. One that way, 2 that way. Well, and the temperature is back and forth, back and forth. It's been, when people say, what's the weather like, or what's the temperature like? Man, it fluctuates so much here, because when you're in Waikiki, it can be a lot hotter or hotter than it is over here in like a 5 minute, because you're covered by concrete over here. But this place, you're getting a lot of the wind coming right off the beach. It's more refreshing, really. Wow, who's winning? Oh, the White Van Surf School. That's a great question. There's actually 2 of them. The reason I said White Van is because I couldn't remember the name of either one of them.
I'm so blind. My friends kept saying, dolphins, over there. Next thing you know, I'm a footballer.
I'll show it to you let's just walk over while we're waiting. We're not going to be here for it, but some of you may remember. Hopefully one of you guys are keeping track of the 1s and 2s, and I'll ask you in a minute who won. Type in a 2 if you want to go this way, type in a 1 if you want to go back that way through more of the city and the hotels and what have you. But at noon on Sundays, right there at the Queen Kapiolani bandstand, they open up, it's kind of a octagon shaped building. They open up the windows or the doors there, and they have the Royal Hawaiian Band plays there. It's fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful Hawaiian music played with a full orchestra, and it's free. And they have seating all around there. Some people come over here and grab a lunch and then go over here and watch it like a picnic. It's beautiful. It's like a hour-long show. We've seen it a few times. Right before I left, I showed it a couple of times. And right back behind it is the Waikiki shore. That's the old Kodak Hula arena right there, or bandstand rather. Then over here on the other side is a beautiful, beautiful duck pond. That's it. That's a White Van. Why is it painted over? They must have just painted it because it said something surf school. And 2 of the guys that are here, like really like surfing royalty. I can't think of their names. Also, Wendy Silva, ask her too. She knows of another surf school over there by Koa at the Hyatt. And that really is ran by some royalty. What's the name of your surf school?
Ohana Surf Project.
What is it?
Ohana Surf Project.
Ohana Surf Project. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Ohana Surf Project. Ohana Surf Project. That's not who I thought it was. Ohana Surf Project. But there's one it's a van just like this one, but it has red writing on it, and it says it's something surf school. But here's the thing: you don't have to do any of that. You don't have to reserve any of this in advance. You really don't. You could just come over and and book it. And if not, there's another one over here. If not, there's 3 on Waikiki Beach. Hey guys, Mama, you want some lunch? Look what I have for you. Your little babies, watch. I know, isn't it something else? Watch this. Here you go. There you go, Mama. Little babies. Little Sunday brunch for you. Hey, babies. Those worms may be too dry for them. It took it right out of his mom's mouth. If you peck them a little bit, they're kind of gummy on the inside. They're a little harder on the outside, but they're gummy on the inside. Baby, I don't have anything. I just have those worms. Those worms are really good. Try them out. Mom likes them. Looks like she's breaking them open and spitting them out on the ground for them. That's a good breakfast. You guys should be loving that. Okay, who won? Ones or twos? No lying. I'm trying to figure out who I trust on here. Oh, there's J-Dog. I trust her. And the editor, Diane, Sandy, all you guys. So who won? Twos are winning? All right, let's do that. So make sure you guys like and share the stream if you're enjoying it. Congratulations to all the winners yesterday. My apologies to Linda Ford ruining it for everybody, and then Shane coming in and cleaning up where she left off. Again, ruining it for everybody. Perhaps ruining the entire stream, not just the contest for some people. My apologies for that. But I can only control so much. And it seems that I'm controlling less and less every day. So. I'm not going to say anything about seeing you know what's on the other side of this wall here. And that's going to be our good luck. We're going to come right up here and see. You know what? Oh no, it's too rough. An eel. I thought we were going to see an eel. I know I've said it too much. I oversold it to you guys, and you don't believe there's eels, but there are. For those of you who saw it that one day. Well, bummer. Two's wanted. All right, good. There's not enough money in Jerusalem to make me go to that convention center, bestie. But look what you're missing out on. No, she's the Linda Ford is the ruiner. There's only one stream killer. She's the ruiner. Sorry guys, I was walking up here. We should have been walking down here so we can see if there's any cool fish. Come on, eel. Come on, eel. This place really is loaded up with eels, believe it or not. Even though we never see them, they're like Sasquatch. Or Valentini's pickleball game, never to be seen, always talked about but never seen. but they're about this big around, and they're bright orange, kind of a phosphorescent. There's one of the Homo nuku nuku shamalamas. The water's just gorgeous today, huh? Oh, who's that? Whose mom is having that? Someone's mother's having a heart procedure. Well, hopefully everything goes peachy keen. Hopefully everything goes well. Look at all those bait fish in there, man. They're saying this is they love it in there because, man, none of the big fish that normally would eat them can get in there and get them. Well, look at the separation of the colors. It's I was remarking to Wendy this morning about how cool the water has really responded to the, you know, the cleanup, the self cleanup of the Kona Low. Just a few short months ago, this was really kind of murky looking. Just nice, just nice. See this whole reef area and then that break right there where that's all white sand. And if you're snorkeling, if you go along the area where it's sand on this side or that side, that's wall, as you kind of see it, it's just really a break off. That's where a lot of fish will sit. Even the smaller fish eat something, you know. It's not just the big fish coming up to eat them, but the smaller fish are always eating on the reef, this way and that way. And then there's predatory fish or bigger fish that come along there. So you can see a bunch of really cool fish. If you wanted to leave from right there, there's an easy walk-in right there and you can snorkel. There's a lot of people that snorkel and scuba dive, but what they'll do is they'll go along the outside of this wall over here. And some people, I don't know any of them personally, have snorkeled inside that wall over there. There's actually rebar that blocks fish from coming in there, but there's two holes. It's this one here and it's like the third one over. The rebar's been taken out so you can actually, from what I understand, go all the way inside of it. And that place inside there is loaded up with fish. There's some of those trigger looking fish. They look like striped bass if you're from the Midwest. Not as big as a striped bass, but they have the same body configuration, kind of the same color. Yeah, let's give a heart attack. I didn't see who that was. Let's give some heart attacks to that lady's mother and anyone who needs it today. Everybody needs a little heart attention. Mr. Ann without a knee, sounds like he's fully recovering. I think Ada was getting better. There's another lady, Kate, I believe it was. She had an open heart surgery. So anyone who needs it, let's load them up with some heart attacks. It's just a little community thing that we do that sometimes it makes some people feel better. Yeah, there's a lot of really colorful fish like right around in here. They're smaller, so they get kind of lost in that coral there. We've seen this down here. This is a nice entry area. See these two little kids are? You can just walk down here, and of course this is obviously open beach. Just come on in, there's no cost. And if I were taking somebody who was not really proficient at snorkeling, or even if they were, this is where I'd bring them. I wouldn't go to Hanauma Bay. I really wouldn't. It's just not, to me, it's not worth it. And it helps to not put any more added pressure on that place that's just getting hammered with visitors, you know what I mean? Oh, look at you guys coming through like champs. Look at this little dog. And this is where the Waikiki, when they need it, when it's an emergency, the Waikiki lifeguards, they'll just run the boats up on the beach and carry the jet skis down. But if it's a planned, you know, not rescue, but a planned, what is it, not, you know, patrol kind of the beach, and you'll see the jet skis, they let them off down in here. But this place is loaded up with fish, and it's kind of a hit and miss, but even on a missed day, you're going to see way more fish over here than you'll see on Waikiki. And on a good day, you'll see as many fish as you would see at Hanauma Bay. Of those two, I would do, if you're asking my opinion, which you're not, but I'll tell you anyway, I would do Sharks Cove for a couple reasons. One, when you go to Hanauma Bay, man, that's where you are. You are at Hanauma Bay. You are not close to anything. And you're going to be around a bunch of people. You're going to be at Sharks Cove too. But when you're in Hanauma Bay, you are in that crux like that. You can't go anywhere else but there. And you have to take a shuttle there. You have to take an excursion there. You have to take the trolley to Coco Marina and walk over, which many people will not do because that's a haul. But at Sharks Cove, it's going to be super crowded. However, depending on the day that you go, day of the week, there are a ton of things you can do. Across the street are 8 or 10 food trucks. There's Foodland across the street. You can go up from Sharks Cove about 100 feet and see those really beautiful blowholes. You remember that, Lance? I think that's who made that comment. Those big they're not blowholes, they're like underwater blowholes. And then there's those tunnels you can go into. I would not go in those unless you've done it before or really snorkel experience. You can dive into the tunnels and go down, and you'll see eels and fish and puffers. Some octopus are out there, turtles. And then when you're there, you're going to have to go there obviously with a rental car. But with the rental car, man, you could go up to Haleiwa, down to the other food trucks down there by the sugar mill, go a little bit further to Turtle Bay, and you can go to Sunset, Bonsai. You're so close. So to me, those two aren't even close in consideration. That's just my opinion. Everybody else, just feel free to voice your opinion. Oh, by the way, that was Kaimana Beach. That's where the baby seal was. I almost feel bad calling her a baby seal because she's the size of a truck now, but she's still just a baby. She's not there now. They rehomed her. I guess they wean the seals much quicker than what I anticipated. I thought they'd stay with them for a while, and I guess I knew that, but I just reminded of it, that they wean them after what, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, something like that. They get them fat as heck, and then they just take off, and the Marine and Wildlife Organization comes over there and captures them and either rehouses them or helps them, gives them a checkup, tags them if they can. Yeah, Sharks Cove is way better than Hanauma Bay, I think. There's just so much more to do. And you're right, whoever said it, you make a full day of it, you know. I just did an article and an infographic for the food trucks, but it didn't come out right. They were naming some of the food truck parks wrong, so we're just going to do individual posts for food truck compounds. But I think that'll be a really good one. So you can see up there at the very top, there's the pillbox, Diamondhead. And you can see the little people up there getting their selfies and taking their view shots of what are probably spectacular shots of the ocean over here. Yeah, and without any, glad to hear he's doing well. Six weeks. There you go. The editor right there, Diane. I want to thank Diane too for doing some really good work on well, not work, she's just doing it on her own, but doing really good edits. So smart on some of the infographics, some of the spelling, some of the... Isn't that cool? Unhurried rhythm. I like that. It was written on that van. Unhurried rhythm. Look at the license plate, Lake Cruz. Yeah, Diane's done a great job in editing some of. She doesn't edit it, but she audits it. But we don't. We already have an auditor in Dale. Look at these guys just throwing rocks. Oh, I thought they're throwing rocks. I'm just throwing food at it. That's good. That's good. I feel bad now because I was going to say something to them, but they're throwing food to those chickens. Thought they're throwing rocks at them. Yeah, John, that's a great point. You have to reserve time. You got to go watch a stupid video, which I think everybody should watch. But man, Sharks Cove, you know, you're only limited to your risk level, really. Here's Janet's summer home that she's going to buy as soon as she wins the lottery and invite everybody over. Well, not everybody. The 2 or 3 that aren't invited know who they are. Everyone else will be able to come here and enjoy their stay, their visit. See this, I guess I will point them out because I've already put them on camera. You see this second balcony up here where these ladies are right there? That's the place to sit, right? Have your drinks up there. That's your house, your rental. This is the canoe club. The canoe club's right behind me. The Lions, the Elks Lodge. I'm sorry, Elks Lodge. And this place usually is rich with turtles. You guys have known we've come here. We've been blanked for turtles. We've come here and seen 5 turtles. But this area here is really rich in that nasty moss that they love to eat. It's right over here. Here's Michelle's. You guys have seen that restaurant there. They open up those windows to show the ocean during dinner. You see, this is your beautiful view. Like a tiny dog. Aloha Mara number 5. Haven't seen you today. Unless you were on earlier, I didn't see you. Man, we found a really good food truck at the Kakako Farmers Market yesterday. That Ke Aloha seafood truck. It seemed like someone on here, I think her name was Carol or Kareen, I believe, either knew the vendor or knew the name of the truck. But man, was it good. A couple times throughout the day, I looked over at Wendy, I went, man, that was so good, wasn't it? And Wendy is as picky as it gets. Here's Michelle's sign. She's as picky as you can get. And she liked it. The wings and garlic shrimp that I had, and it was really affordable, $18. I want to find out, I would like to go online and maybe find out where they are, maybe highlight them as one of our food truck profiles. What we're doing, let me just kind of finish what I was saying about those food truck compound articles that we're writing. I tried to do one that had like the top 7 compounds, but they're just so, as you can imagine, their hours and location changes and all that kind of stuff. But so we're going to do individual food trucks. So we have their location of individual food trucks like Giovanni's. I mean, we're not going to be that obvious right up front. We may do it one day this week, but I did more about the sugar mill, and it was more of a collection of the food trucks. But we're going to do other food truck compounds like the one by Ala Moana and Kalakaua right there in the corner. So I think that's something you guys would like. You know, list some prices for some of their featured dishes. But back to that Ke Aloha seafood truck, that was $18 for that huge plate of food. Yeah, it was. This is the Elks Lodge right here. The canoe club's right straight through there. That beach we were just at was right through there. And there's not really beach area. I mean, there is beach. I mean, the beach is right up here, but it's not really beach access, and it's certainly not accessible to the public. I have to do this obligatory shot each time I come by here. We're at the south edge of Queen Kapiolani Park. It's Queen Kapiolani Park. Right about there, goes all the way over there to the Montserrat. The Montserrat goes up and wraps around to Diamondhead Drive. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, Bill, that's what I'm talking about. It's the biggest landmark probably is right there that everybody would know would be Hilton Hawaiian Village, but it's close. It's right on the corner of Kalakaua and Ala Moana. It's close to Waikiki Monarch and Hawaii Monarch, that really tall building where the 808 Smart Car is located. You know, sadly, they say they have a designation of Haleiwa food trucks, and there's a compound up there called Haleiwa food truck. They don't call it a compound; they call it something else. I call it a compound because that's a universal term. But the Haleiwa food trucks are actually in 4 locations. They have food trucks intermittently, but the one location that's prominent is at the very beginning of Haleiwa, right there by the McDonald's. Across the street from the McDonald's, coming in from this side, like if you're going up this side on the west side going into Haleiwa, there's a McDonald's, and right across the street there's I can't think of the name of that place, but there's like 5 food trucks, very good. Then up the street closer to Haleiwa, there's the food trucks on the right hand side by that seashell vendor, and then there's some just across the street from the Ray's Huli Chicken. So, you know, it's very, very difficult to say this is, you know, these are the names of the food truck compounds. So what we're going to do is do a collection of Haleiwa food trucks and just say this: if you go from one end of Haleiwa to another, you're not going to really disappoint or really be disappointed. Oh yeah, there's a ton of choices. Also, another really good food truck compound is right there at Sharks Cove that I was just talking with Lance about. Right across the street from Sharks Cove, there's up a little hill there right on the east side of the street. Yeah, east side of the street. I had to think there for a second. And they have shrimp truck, I think. Where's the bald guy? The DA bald guy. That's up towards North Shore more by Haleiwa. But also the sugar mill. Kahulo sugar mill. It's right. It's where Giovanni's shrimp truck was. And man, just 4 years ago, if you guys remember, 4 years ago, there was Giovanni's Shrimp Truck. There was a Calbee Beef Truck, maybe a random cheeseburger truck or something like that. Now there's probably 50, and I'm not even exaggerating, 50 trucks around right where Giovanni's is, and they're not really a shrimp or a food truck, but Seven Brothers is right there as well. They're a proper restaurant, but you eat outside, and they call it like a food truck. But that Seven Brothers area around there, they have probably, just to the side over there, probably 20, 30 food trucks. And I've not eaten at all of them, of course, but they all seem to be doing really, really well. And just like we've said before, you can't have a restaurant for very long on Oahu and survive unless you're doing a great job. I wouldn't call. I don't think it's right to call Seven Brothers a food truck in that area, but I would, just because that whole area is considered food truck at the sugar mill. Diane, what's the name of that food truck compound by sugar mill, or what's a sugar mill called? Kahula, something like that. Okay, sneak by you right there. You're good right there. You're good right there. Thank you. Thank you, man. Look, they're renovating our summer house. Hopefully they'll be done by October. I love seeing this lady. Look at this. She's getting out there doing her thing. You talk about exercise. That lady's in shape, man. Fighting those waves, paddle boarding, surfing. That's amazing. That's great to watch. There you go, Diane. Thank you. Kahuku. Kahuku. Yeah, that's it. I love that place out there. Yeah, the sugar mill. Lance, you need to go out there, brother. I'm telling you. You probably were there. Oh, no. Never mind. I know you're out there. But it's not like what you remember it, my friend. It is not like you remember it. It is it's probably 10 times what it was when you were there last time. Look at that water, ladies and gentlemen. Here? No, I've never fallen here. Oh, John, I think the Seven Brothers food truck is right there across from Sharks Cove, is it not? That's what I remember. Yeah, Lance, you're going to love it. I wish you were here for a month, man. You're going to have to leave as soon as you get your rhythm, man. Yeah, those waves are live out there. There will be love. You need an iced tea or a longboard or a Mai Tai right here. Just chill. Here, enjoy this. I bet. Yeah, John, I think it's there's Sharks Coves right here in front, Foodland's back here on the left. Right back behind you, there's about 7 different food trucks, and they're more permanent. I think food truck is kind of a long term or a widely used term, but I think Seven Brothers is right up there too. They also have the one down in that city, much more south, that neighborhood, but I can never pronounce the name of it. Lance knows it. It's like Lalia or something. Look at that, just on cue. The lifeguard patrol. Yeah, someone asked, are those foil boards out there? They are. That's I think that's a commercial catamaran right there. That looks like a retail catamaran. It has a dark black sail. And these guys out here just surfing. That's a retail. When I say retail, I mean, when I say retail, the retail is probably the opposite I should use. Consumer, that's the word I should be using, consumer. That's a consumer fishing boat. So all the times I said retail boat, that's what I mean. I meant individual, so consumer. That's a better term. There's Nahoku going out for their noon sale, not their trade wind sale. There's a couple foil board. Those two gentlemen that were coming out here in front of me, carrying their foil boards. And this is just loaded up with fish out here. You can't really see it, I guess. But man, I bet it's just loaded. It's all these little breaks with the sand and the rock and the sand and the rock. Great hiding places for fish to eat and be eaten. There you go, John. Thanks. How's it going, brother? Enjoy your time. Be safe. Ow. Sucker hit me in the head with a foil board. As much as he tried not to, he hit me. It's and just Lee's is down, or is up by there too. It's down the road a little way. Of course, the Lee's is over there. I'm not a fan of Lee's. I mean, I shouldn't say that. The place is nice, but I just don't like the desserts and things, pies, cakes. Shannon, to be honest, no. I've seen it. I've seen her posts. I've watched it, but to say I've been tracking her, no, that's not accurate. I would like to when she comes here. If she wants to talk, we can. Man, I thought homeboy and I, Oliver, would really get along, but he just got inundated with a whole bunch of better offers, I'm sure. I was pretty confident we were going to get to see him or meet with him. They must have sold this place, and they're renovating it. I wonder how much this property cost. Man, if someone's on Zillow, let's look at the address. I'm nosy in that regard because I'd like to. I'm going to bet $6 million. Now I'm going to bet 5. If someone wants to look it up on Zillow, it's 3037. It's not Kalakaua because this ends up, we'll find out right here, but the number is 3037. Let's look that up and find out. But it's a sizable property. It has an upstairs. This backside has a little bit of property to it. Scared the heck out of this little girl.
I found it. I found mine.
Excuse me, sir. What's the name of the street right here?
This is still Kalakaua.
Is it Kalakaua? Okay. Thanks, brother. All right, brother. Thank you very much. It's Kalakaua. Kalakaua. So it's 3037 3037 Kalakaua. It's in pretty rough condition. But it literally could be from 2 to 7. That house right up there was 4.7 before they did renovations. See you, Cat Roy. Enjoy your sermon. Pray for Lance. It won't do any good, but pray for him anyway. It's a symbolic effort. $3.3 Judy Kahn. 3.3 million. That's actually not that bad. Of course, you don't know. I mean, Hawaii is the worst to build a house. I would never own real estate here, or build for sure. The Coastal Commission. You think the Coastal Commission in San Diego is awful, and they are. In La Jolla, they are. Hawaii is a whole nother ballgame. But that seems like a pretty reasonable 3 million. So it's 3 million, 3 to 3.3. That's maybe you guys are maybe seeing different closing or different days, but 3.3 million. It's a great location, but man, there's a lot of disrepair, or a lot of repair, because it's in disrepair. Diamondhead. This walk I'm doing, some of you know it, many of you have already done it, but what a great walk. You can go to the Marriott, get you an iced tea or a Starbucks. This is a great little walk from here to this next park and this park here. This is my favorite park. This one. There you are. There you are. I will always refer to that as Lucille's tree in Lucille's Park. Oh, look. And look at that. Almost on cue. Look at this little dog. this white little chihuahua. Look how beautiful. Look at that little chihuahua. Right there. I wonder if he'll let me pet it. How about that? What are the chances of that, huh? Oh, look at that beautiful dog. Isn't that crazy? Is this your dog?
Yes.
Can I pet her or him? Is it a boy or a girl? Oh my guys.
Oh, come. Say hi to her.
Hi baby. Come here. Come on baby. How are you? Oh, you're so beautiful.
So old.
Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, that makes her more beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love you. I love you so much. Look how beautiful you are. Look how beautiful. You're so gorgeous. Can I tell you something? I lost my dog recently. Her name was Lucille. She was a white chihuahua, looked exactly like her. And I just spread her ashes over there and I was talking about her. And I said, this will always be Lucille's park. And I walked over and I looked and I said, she looked just like her. I said, what are the chances of that? I've got to go say hi to her. Thank you for letting me. Thank you. Hi, baby. You're so beautiful, baby. Thank you again. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Bye, Mama. You got it, Janet. What a beautiful dog. No teeth, arthritis, love and life. Couldn't care less if she doesn't have any teeth. Oh, that was cool. I love that. Love, love, love that. No, I'm not. I'm not ready. How beautiful. She looked more like Oliver, but Oliver was a boy. Oh, that made my day. That made my day. Oh, it feels good to touch a dog. Wow, man, there could have been no dog. It could have been a Labrador. It could have been a mean dog. But how about that beautiful white Chihuahua, almost the exact same size as Lucille. I love it. Isn't this a cool, interesting door? I just like that. I've said it before too. We need to come out here at night. I've been out here at night a number of times, but not on a live stream because it's dark. But man, this area where they illuminate it from these houses, like there will be lights. I think the house like right over there has it. But this house here, they have these flat LED panel lights here, just illuminated. Just beautiful out here. It's kind of a little spooky, but it's serene. That's the word I'm looking for, serene. Yep, Diane, I think she did. Ooh, boy, barely missed me. Hi there. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Look at these seabird. That's one of the iconic seabirds that they get tattoos of. The ones that follow the pirate ships for good luck. Apparently those fit, they're not swallows or something. I can't think of the name of it, but they can fly for miles and miles and miles and miles. But they would see them when they were getting close to land, and they called them those ghost guide fish, or no, ghost guide birds or something like that. They said they can guide them to land. I know nothing about that, but that's what I thought I heard. How beautiful is this park, huh? Bring you a nice drink, your favorite someone, and just chill out. Remember when we saw the baby pigs? Or not baby pigs, they're fat suckers, but the pigs over there, the 3 little pigs. Lucille was not sure about them. This is a house that was 4-7, this white one on this side. Nice little pool. They put that up there. See that little grotto right there, the pool area? They put that sandstone on the side. There's a pool right up there. I'm assuming that's what it is. It's a water feature for sure. And this house, I don't remember how much that was. We looked at that, but I don't even want to guess what we said that was. But if you guys also remember, there are some houses in Kaimuki that weren't oceanfront, but they were like 2.8 million, almost $3 million. You guys remember that? I've said that a couple times, and some people have debated me, oh, that's not right. I'm like, yeah, there is. I mean, there's a bunch that are $1.2 million, $1.5 million, but there were a few of them that were like right around 2.8, 3 million. Yes, Janet, I'm glad you guys. Oh, is it a frigate? No, frigate bird's a beautiful bird. I don't know, maybe. It could be. Yeah, it's not seagulls, for sure. Yeah, those pigs are adorable. I love pigs. I wish I could have one. Again. This is where we saw that guy, what's his name, that has the, was in, not Shameless, what was that movie? Josh Dunhill, Doganhill. Here's right there. No, not albatross. They're small. They're the ones that have the really sharp wings, little kind of dove size. And they always get, you know, Sailor John, is it? They get, the sailors get them on the backs of their shoulders. On the back side of their shoulder, on the front side of their shoulder, something like that. Anyway. How many of you saw that post that we made on the 7 most dangerous hikes on Oahu, and then we made the bonus 8th hike about the stairs? Did any of you remember seeing that? And did any of you see my exchange with the one guy who had commented about, I want to go pick up that dog so bad. I don't want to offend that lady though. I want to go pick him up and squeeze her. She's probably had enough. She's sitting on the bench with that lady. This is probably 2 miles right from the middle, like say International Marketplace. That's why I like to start a lot of our walks there. I didn't start today there, but it's about 2 miles from there to here. A little less maybe. Swallow, yes, 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 yes. That's it, Linda Hay. swallows. Yeah, the guy, I mean, it's just typical of a response. They don't interact with the group at all or page at all until they see one thing that rubs them the wrong way, which is it's good they have an outlet, I'm glad. But for him to say it in an attacking way, he could be really critical, saying it was a stupid post, this and that, but to say, you know, I'm like he's trying to get around the word of saying I'm a haole, which I don't care if I am. And he thought calling me a foreigner was a bad word. I am a foreigner to him. You know, if he's a native or natural native Hawaiian or whatever, that's not the point. I could care less what he is. You know, it makes no difference to me. But he was like, why are you telling people, why are you even mentioning going up the Haiku Square, the stairs, which is called Stairway to Heaven? It's been illegal for years. But here's the thing I said to him. I said, listen, one, you don't know who I am or who you're talking to or how long I've lived here or how much I know or don't know about Oahu or Hawaii, which is almost nothing. But you shouldn't say those things unless you know the person, number one. Number two, he's talking about I'm not part of the problem, so I must be part of the solution. I don't know what stupid solution he's talking about. It's just it's a castaway term that he uses, and people like him use when they want to disparage somebody or just say something generally negative and then just walk away, try and do a mic drop, which didn't happen. So I asked him, I said, dude, number one, it's been illegal for years. Number two, the Hawaiian people roundly, the majority of people signed a petition to leave the Haiku stairs open, to repair them and make them a paid attraction, something like that, or make them something like Cocoa Head Trail, but have it like paid or something like that. But they decided not to do it, and they're going to take it down. But so the Hawaiian people wanted it open, number one. Number two, it's been illegal for years, but people are going up there, been going up and down those stairs a lot. Guess who takes them up there more so than not? Local Hawaiians. Why? Because they know it and they get paid to do it. Who do you think still goes up there? Mostly native Hawaiian locals do it, because you can't get up there. I mean, if you're a person coming from the mainland and say, hey, I want to do the Stairway to Heaven, it's almost impossible to do it now because they've taken so much out on the bottom, and there's a quote legal way to do it and an illegal way. Trust me, they're both illegal. And I told him, I said, dude, do you think that a silly post that says in red writing, do not do this hike, it's illegal, don't do it, do you think that's going to compel somebody in Seattle to look on their phone and say, oh my gosh, I saw this cool infographic about this illegal hike that says don't do it, it's illegal, you'll be arrested, let's get on the plane, fly over there and do it. And I told the guy, I go, listen, I hate to break it to you, but you better steer clear of Instagram and YouTube, because there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of videos telling people how to do it, showing people how to do it. And do you know who's on most of those videos? Locals showing them how to do it. So it's not a quote local thing or a foreigner thing. It's just people want to do it. And then the one thing I didn't mention was, what about Cocoa Head? Is Cocoa Head a problem too? Because they, you know, his position was it's going against, you know, the management, the AINA, the, you know, desecration of mountains and things like that, which I agree with. But hey, I didn't do it. I didn't build the stairs. No one, very few people alive built those stairs or remember when they first went in. You know, it was decades and decades and decades ago. Same thing with Cocoa Head Trail. Should that be taken down because that's desecrating a mountain? Should it be charged? I think it should be charged. I do. Pay $1 a round, $1 trip or something like that, and help maintain it. But you're not going to take it down, and who goes up it? I guarantee you there's a lot more residents going up it than tourists. Yeah. I was going to do the stairs, I'll be honest with you. I was going to do it the time I did Olomana. That same trip, that was 11 years ago, 10 years ago. I was going to do the stairs. We were ready to go. And I knew it was not right. We were going to go the quote legal way. Guess who was going to take us? Yeah, you're right. How's it going? If you guessed a local who had done it, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times and taken hundreds and hundreds of people up there, that's who was doing it. So anyway, I just thought that was crazy. He can have his opinion, but I'm not going to not respond to it. Hey, Samantha. No, he was. I respect his opinion. He can think I personally am bad or a loser or what. That I don't care about. But for him to say, well, you're going to make somebody, you're going to entice somebody to go up, and no, we're not. The people that can do it already know about it. The people that want to do those types of things, trust me, they heard about the stairs 10 years ago. They're not going to see my post on some stupid Facebook page that says, don't do it, it's illegal, you'll get arrested, you know, take caution, that type of thing, and go, you know what, because it was on this Going to Hawaii page, I think I'm going to do it. Yep, dead already. Those fish they had in there, I guarantee you they're dead already. They get that sun for 80% of the day, it just cooks that water. Oh, okay, Penny, we can start over if you like. We're not too far from the beginning up here. Olomana is the one that should be illegal. I did that in the rain, alone, and I was stupid for doing it. I won't bore you with that story, but I was stupid for doing that. Dumb. But I'd do it again. And is it dangerous? Yeah, so's jumping off the side of a building. I've done that too. I've done a world's highest bungee jump. I did the world's highest consumer climbable tower. Was that dumb? Yeah. Was that taking advantage of the Chinese government, Chinese people? No. They built it for that reason, for you to do those types of things. So look at you, man, that was a big jump. Look at you. Wow, good job. That's right, Dana. If I die, I want to die jumping off something, climbing up something. Or when I die, I should say. Queen Capulani Park, how beautiful is that? Oh, that little van, if you guys saw, I'll point inside there again. That little van was an advertisement for Le Cruz Cafe. Unhurried Rhythm awaits. It's a little cafe in there. And that's what that little van is for. That's pretty cool. It's in a horrible location, but it's very cool. No, I don't think I will. I would like to, but there's reasons why I won't do it. And it's a rappel kind of thing. It's not like the rappelling would be fun, but it's not like and it's not like it wouldn't be exciting, but it's kind of lame. It's a controlled, you go zzz, like this. If it was and you can't jump off, obviously you'd slam right into the building, but the jump off would be really cool. You know that guy back there? He's that guy's a day trader guy, Hawaiian day trader. He's just sitting out there. He's pretty popular on YouTube. Hey. My viewer count froze. How many are watching? Froze up on me about an hour ago. This dog. Hi, baby. Yuck. Facebook is penalizing me. They're penalizing me because I've had the monetization invite for about a year now, and I don't take it. And they do not like that because they can't get paid from ads unless they run ads and pay me. But we're going to change that here real soon. What they do is they want to pay you because, you know, if they're paying you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, that means they're making probably $1,000 a month. But unless I monetize, they don't show my content nearly as much as they used to when it was for free. And they have notices. I think I've showed you guys a couple times. They have notices they send me. They say, you only have 23 more days to claim your $1,800. You have 22 more days to claim your, you know, $2,000 or whatever. Especially for the times we're like 6 million. We peaked at 6 million about a month ago. 6.1 million.
Well, I read.
You know, visits. And then they want you also on top of that to pay money, which I don't mind doing that. I don't mind paying for ads, but I don't want to do it and not be monetized, you know what I mean? There's the aquarium, Waikiki Aquarium. We need to go in there. We need to just go in and do it. But I thought long and hard about the zoo. I don't want to do the zoo. I just can't do it. So we'll just leave that a mystery to you guys. For monetization, oh, you're suspended. There's some people who have, like, I mean, it's sometimes it's the number of views. Well, you have to have a certain number of views and visitors and members and things like that. But the cool thing about us is the percentage of people who do the interactions with our content is really, 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 really high. And so they want to motivate me to take monetization. You had a false sense of security when you went to Kaimana Beach. Oh, it's nice and secure. There's nothing. Do you mean from the difficulty of walking it, or getting robbed or stabbed? That church, I don't see it, but the churches are usually one like right here and one right here, and then of course that one we just saw. Sometimes it's on the park behind us. And the one over here is the one that's called Church on Dub Beach. Yeah, it will, Dan. I just don't want, because there's certain things you have to do once you start getting paid, and I don't want to do that. And I'm going to work a deal with Terry to where she can get the monetization, make it worth her while, you know. Because she's doing a lot less now because she's like busy. She's a parent. She's got a relationship, just moved in. Not just, but, you know, she's a nurse trying to get more certifications, things like that. So Want to make it worth their while. But yeah, the monetizations help with everything. And then I mean, you'll see a jump over about probably the next 45 days in viewership and all that. I need to sit here for a second and change my shoelace. Gee, Merry Christmas. Oh, how long it would take you? Yeah. But there's a lot of cool stopping places along the way, Samantha. Hopefully you enjoyed that part of it. Also, with the monetization, you get product deals, which I would love to have, because then I could do the giveaways, like do Keen's shoes, you know. Instead of them giving me shoes, I mean, I'll take a pair of shoes, but they'll give you several pairs. I'd rather them just give me like a gift card that I could just give to you guys. You do giveaways, that type of thing. So that's just a little tip on some things you'll see that'll be changing. More traffic, maybe an ad or two on ad placements, things like that. But it'll all be for the greater good. And then I can actually put ads in there for the merch store, you know, which will be good. Stopped at every park bench. Well, that's the way to do it. Yeah, more gangster discounts, more projects, or products rather. Hello, Angel, how are you? Having a meeting on it this coming week, on the merch store. Excuse me. Boy, that was not good. They're doing the surf school over there, see them? In the red shirts over there. It could be in the test phase when you're here. When you're here, Lance. If the stars align. No, it was water. I swallowed down the wrong pipe. There's Barefoot Beach Cafe. Right there. I'm going to be working my drone out next week. It'll take a couple, 3 weeks to get my chops back, but I'll have that out. I'm gonna get a setup to where I can live stream from it too. It'll be a little bit funky because, you know, it won't start up in the sky. I'll start it from the ground and go up. I just got to get my dexterity back. I need to get a new RC controller too. I've got the controller, but I use the phone, but I need to get the whole unit in order for me to do it more fluidly. But we'll be able to see a bunch of cool stuff. We'll stream the whole thing, do live stream the whole way. You'll live stream a lot of things. That's what I meant to say. You think that dog wants to get in the water? How happy is he? Yeah, we'll fly right over the natatorium. We'll fly by Kaimana Beach. We'll go to the west side. We'll be able to fly down into Eternity Beach. And actually, when we're down in there, we'll be able to fly up from it. Can go to Waimanalo. Go out, fly up and down Waimanalo. I think that'll be cool. I'm going to have to do some testing because I'm not sure exactly how the voice would work on it. It may have to be just native audio or just flat audio, but we'll do some tests with it. I'll take you guys along with me. Go out to Ko'olina, go along the beach here. We could shoot along. Then I could show you, like, we could go up, way up, and look down right onto Kaimana Beach, Kapiolani Park. We could point out certain things, you know. They'd be really good for showing you geographical locations. You know, we're normally saying, oh, this street goes this way and that way. Now we could go up and look right down on it and say, this is where we're talking about going. North Shore would be really good, Haleiwa, but I'd rather go up there when we could go up there when the water's not great. But it'd be really good if the water is nice and clear. Go by Sharks Cove, you know. And if I could get it to where we can live stream and I can do narration while we do it, we can talk about, like, just what I was talking about with Lance today. If we were over there on the North Shore at Sharks Cove, we could fly up and look at it, and then we could fly down about 4 miles, 3 miles either way and look at stuff. How many of you guys saw that whale shark? Huh? The whale shark off with the Holokai? That was pretty slick, huh?
Hi.
How are you? How are you? You scared the hell out of me when you said that. Go. Even Christmas. That lady screamed right in my face. All right, guys, this is where we started it. We'll end it right here. Hope you enjoyed our little jaunt here and there and here. Do I know her? No. She's crazy, though. I don't want her to reach over and grab my camera. We have to punch her in the mouth. Not on camera, anyway. All right, guys. Yeah, I know, she scared me to death. She said right in my ear. All right, guys, we're out. Thank you a lot for joining 4Ls, please. Hope you laughed, learned, loved, liked, and shared this stream. If you haven't shared it, bad luck for 24 hours for you. So you got to share it. Hope you liked and shared it. Give me one more for lovely Lucille on that little interaction we had with the beautiful dog today. I really appreciate you guys coming along for that. Talk to you later.